Assalamu alaikum students. Hope you all are fine by the grace of Allah. The topic of this lecture is sustainability in green product. I have divided the topic of sustainability into three parts. This is the first part. In this part we will talk about overall sustainability, its meaning and a green product. In second part of the lecture related to sustainability, we will talk about sustainability with special reference to textile industry. We will also discuss about the 3 R's of sustainable design. And in third part related to the topic, we will discuss about recycling of garment, sustainable clothing. Also we will discuss about the fashion world approaches and concepts related to sustainable design in clothing. We will also talk about the designer practices related to the topic. What is sustainability? In actual, sustainability do not have any rigid definition. The word sustainable and sustainability is related to many different approaches. But the common thing in all these related approaches is that it deals with improving the way of life by reducing the harm to environment. Sustainability is also related with eco-product, eco-friendly practices, green product, eco-friendly product, sustainable design concepts, and many more terms like this. Let's begin the topic by finding out different approaches related to sustainability. Sustainability means reducing the harm on the environment and also reversing the harm which is already done by the human. For example, cutting the forest, polluting the air and water. Sustainability also means renewing the resources at the rate equal or to greater than the rate at which they are consumed. Sustainability means living within the resources of the planet without damaging the environment now or in the future. Sustainability means creating an ecosystem which provides the quality of life by renewing the environment and its resources. So according to all above definitions, the thing common in all of them is reducing the harm to environment along with using the resources of the planet wisely. A sustainable community is the one that resembles a living system where all the resources, including human, natural, and economic, are renewed and in balance for all the time. Sustainability is creating a world where everyone can have fulfilling lives and enjoy a rich level of well-being within the limits of what nature is providing. Sustainability also means taking the long-term view of how our actions affect future generations and making sure that we do not deplete the resources or cause pollution at the rates faster than the earth is able to renew them. Sustainability means living a life of dignity in harmony with nature. Sustainable living is becoming a more concerned issue during 21st century, and eco-friendly fever of the world is increasing day by day. This is due to the impact of harm created by the human to environment. Now the humans started to acknowledge the beauty of nature and its benefits for mankind. Environmental damage, pollution, cutting forest, fossil fuels, and Other environmental issue led to a growing concern about the environment, that how much we are damaging the environment and how we can reduce this damage. I hope after these definitions, the word sustainable or sustainability is more clear to you. Dear students, sustainability is not linked to textile or any other specific field. It is linked to every field of life because humans have damaged the environment so widely that it is created as a point of concern in every field. You may have heard about sustainable business, sustainable design, sustainable agriculture, sustainable living, sustainable textile, and of course about sustainable processes. Now it's becoming a talk of town. So, being a student of textile design, we are much concerned about the importance of sustainability in textiles. This is also due to the fact that textile industry is the second largest industry which is polluting the environment. Lot of efforts and energies, researches are carried out on sustainable textiles or sustainable clothing. One of the big reasons of this is also that across the world and throughout history, textiles have been the base of some most important profitable economies and network of exchange in the world. I hope you all are agree with me that textiles are important for us. It's not just because we need them to stay warm or cover our body, but also we enjoy our textiles. But another fact is that we also want to feel good about our textiles. Just as we want to make sure that we are making responsible habits in the food products we purchase and consume. We need to be aware of the impact of our roles as economic consumer of textiles. In relation to this topic or agenda, many people in the world are pushing for more sustainable textiles or ethically produced fabrics, during which no harm is created to environment during its production. So, it's a food for your thought that really is it so that we may look good in our textiles but we want to feel good about them too. Textile industry is the second largest industry of the world and it's also play a very important role in stabilizing the economy of any country. The processes which are involved in textile production requires high consumption of resources like water, fuel, and variety of chemicals in a long process sequence that generates a significant amount of waste. The common practices of low process efficiency resulted in wastage of many resources and a severe damage to the environment. The main environmental issues or problems which are associated with textile industries are those which we associate with water pollutions caused by the discharge of untreated wastes and chemicals. The other environmental issues which are created by the textile industries include air emission, also noise pollution, odor pollution, as well as safety related to workspace problems. Being a resident of Faisalabad, you also witness the pollution caused by textile industry, especially if your residence is located near any textile mill. You will witness about the noise pollution as well as the water pollution caused by the textile industry. You also witness the colorful water which is mostly present outside of any textile mills. And in some areas of Faisalabad, like the areas which are near any textile mill, water drain system of textile mill is mixed with the main supply of water, which is for residential use. So blue, pink, yellow water from your tap is a normal practice of the day. Many people are forced to use this water because they have no other option. Now we will see that what actually makes a sustainable textile, or how you can say that this is a sustainable textile and the other is not. So the difference and the answer to this question lies in four main factors. These are the raw material extraction, the second one is textile production, third is added chemistry, and fourth one is end of life. Your textile is termed as sustainable textile if for producing the textile the raw material extraction is safer for the environment, and after extraction of raw material the production process also involves the use of eco-friendly practices, and also your company fulfills the social responsibilities towards its worker or also around the community surrounds it. No harmful chemicals or additives are used as dyes, finishes and coatings during the production of your sustainable textiles. So the health of your textile workers are safe, as well as the consumer of the final product is also safe from toxic chemicals. And in the end, it is judged that your textile is biodegradable or reclaimable, so that it turns again into raw material. Sustainable materials. Sustainable textile begin with the sustainable materials. Many of our modern textiles are created by using synthetic textiles. Many people don't realize this, but most synthetic materials are actually developed using petroleum. Petroleum-based fibers include polyester, nylon, and spandex. Anything which rely on petroleum is not sustainable at all. Natural materials tend to be more sustainable. However, some materials are more sustainable than the others. Hemp, bamboo are considered to be more durable. These are multi-purpose plants with minimal environmental impact. Like sheep also have a lower impact than goats. And fiber yield from sheep is much higher than the goat. Hemp is also more eco-friendly as compared to cotton, as hemp requires less water during its production. So it's a need to make sure that textiles are economically stable also. And also we need to produce them in sustainable ways. One of the major ways to do this is to reduce the use of pesticides. We can use non-chemical methods to protect the plants like cotton. Environmental protection textile processing industry is characterized not only by the large volume of water which is required for various unit operations, but also by the variety of chemical used for various processes. During the long sequence of wet processing stages, lot of water is required along with the chemical and energy, and it also generates waste at every stage. Another feature of this industry is, which is a backbone of fashion garment, is a variation in the demand of type, pattern, color combination of the fabric, which result into fluctuation in the waste generation, volume and load. Textile processing also generates many types of waste, including liquid, solid and gases, some of which may be very dangerous to the environment. The nature of waste largely depends upon the procedures, fibers and chemical used during its processing. To achieve the sustainable textile goal, we can reduce our energy usage, we can buy appliances that conserve water and electricity, we can use smart energy concepts like solar or wind energy production. But with this, one of the world's greatest culprit, environmental pollution, is something which we use every day and probably give the least importance. That is our clothes, which are liked by us or fashionable for us, demanded by us for 2 or 3 months, and after 2 or 3 months we want to replace them as a result of some fashion movement or change in fashion. So, if we actually want a sustainable textiles, we have to find new ways to reduce the environmental harm and also find new solutions to produce fabrics that do not require toxin in large amount of water and which can minimize the harm to the ecology. Students, during this lecture we have discussed about different definitions of sustainability, importance of sustainability in textile industry. We also find out that how you can label some textile as sustainable textile while the others are not. During the lecture we have also discussed about the damages which is created by textile industry to the environment. We also talk about some solutions how we can attain a sustainable textiles. In next lecture we will continue the topic and discuss about 3R concept of a sustainable design. Allah Hafiz.